There may be trouble ahead. Yes, it's Sunderland versus Coventry today at the Stadium of Light. And Sunderland are in dire straits for 3 points. Absolutely need 3 points. If they've ever needed 3 points in the history of Sunderland Football Club, it's today. We need to get back on the winning run. Any win's a run, and any run and win is a win. But we need to get back. We need to get 3 points, and we need to beat Coventry. I'm going for a 2-0 home prediction. Yes, I fancy a 2-0 win. We have to believe, even though we've been playing absolutely shite football in the last month, we have to believe we can turn it around. Phil Parkinson and get this team up for it. It's absolutely raining cats and dogs out there. It's chucking it down. It's going to rain. I think it's going to rain something like, oh, what is it? 30 weeks rain in one day. Absolute nightmare. It's going to be chucking it down all day. It wouldn't surprise me if the match is called off. And the players like Aidan McGeady, if they are starting today, they have to perform. They have to put a shift in. Never mind the wet, never mind the rain, never mind the cold. They have to get out there and give 110% to the cause, to the Sunderland Association Football Club cause. And let's see a brilliant performance today. Because let's face it, the fans are going to the Stadium of Light and they're going to get absolutely drenched. It's going to be absolutely damp, squib all day long. So we need something to cheer about. We need something to cheer for. There's 1,500 Coventry fans coming up today, and they won't be allowed in the Wheatsheaf for the trouble that's been going on. There's been a bit of banter on social media. We'll say banter in the lightest possible sense, because they've been saying, some of the Coventry fans have been saying they're going to come and cause trouble today. That's all they're coming up for. I'm sure that's only 1% of the Coventry fans, and the rest of the Coventry fans are perfectly good, friendly football people, and they're coming to watch a good game of football. I know, and I hope they enjoy the weekend. Please enjoy your weekend at the Stadium of Light and don't cause any trouble whatsoever. Just enjoy your weekend, go home safe and sound. Like I said before, hopefully with no points, but I'm sure you'll have a good season, because you're in 3rd place at this moment in time, and it wouldn't surprise me if Coventry get promoted this season under Mark Robbins. So good luck, but just not today, and we'll see you later. We're here today in the Hilton. We're here today in the Hilton Hotel, me and Wincy. What's the score going to be today, Wincy?
1-0 Sunderland.
1-0 Sunderland. Who's going to score?
0-9.
0-9. He's playing it right back today.
Well,
what's your thoughts on the team news? One up front, Will Grigg. We've got McGeady Maguire. We've got Ledbitter Dobson. Power.
I don't even put him in front by himself.
Hopefully we can, and I'm saying 2-0 home win. But we've got to beat Coventry. Coventry and playing really good football. But look at the Hilton Hotel, it's really posh in here.
But the queues are £4.90 a pint.
How much a pint?
£4.90.
£4.90? That's more than I get paid an hour. Janice, it's just in the second half now. What's your thoughts on the first half, Janice?
I thought we've done pretty well until there was a goal gone in one more to Coventry, and I'm way out of the College Tavern because I've had enough. I can't cope anymore.
If we go 2 down, she's going for a pint. Is it a pint or do you go for a few shots?
No, I'll have a glass of wine.
Glass of wine, not a pint, eh?
I'm a posh Macam.
How about a glass of wine and a pint?
Oh no, I didn't need a pint, no.
Save that for your other half, eh?
He'll have a pint.
Is he the shy one?
Go on.
What's that goal?
Mint.
Go on, Benji, lad. You almost scored for a pint, weren't you?
Yeah, I was nearly up for the boss.
A glass of wine.
Yeah, the glass of wine.
I'm absolutely soaked. But that makes it worthwhile.
My ass is soaking. I'm freezing, but it's worthwhile.
What's your thoughts on the match, then, Wincy?
Shite, but
At least we got a point at the end, eh?
what more made the difference?
Are these police here for you?
No, for me, Coventry City fans, aren't they?
Coventry City fans, are they?
Gardeners.
Never bother.
You too.
Everybody been good today? Spot on. Nice David. Nice David.
Happy days.
How much do I need this? This is nowhere near as wet as the Sol. This Sol is nowhere near as wet as our Sol. What a day it's been. It's absolutely shocking day from head to toe, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Absolute nightmare. I've had to drive. I'm only able to have a pint. A proper pint anyway. It's absolutely raining cats and dogs. Never stopped pissing down all day long. Since last night at 12 o'clock, it started raining. It's never stopped all the day long. And I was absolutely soaked at the Stadium of Light, drenched like a drowned rat. Unbelievable. Coventry fans didn't want to speak to us. It's up to their choice. I must have caught the wrong bunch, the wrong ones. The game itself was absolutely dire in the first half. Even though I thought we weren't that bad in the first half, we had nothing going forward. And how many times do our players seem to be clashing into each other? Do they know where they are? Do they know what positions they're supposed to be playing? So you take away a horrible day. I couldn't even have a decent drink, which I'm going to make up for now. Absolutely soaked, pissed it down. I mean, absolutely. I've never been so wet in my entire life. I'm coming down with a sore throat. I feel like absolute shit. The football was dire. Coventry, their goal, it's like heady tennis. Heady tennis. 3 headers and the last one finally went in. Will Grigg, that rain today, has put out the last puff of Will Grigg's fire. It's completely gone out. He's now a damn squib himself. He looks completely clueless and hopeless. I can't believe he scored that many goals for other teams. He can't even put a ball in the back of the net for Sunderland Football Club. And to top everything, someone's complained to us and said that they put the price of the hot chocolate up by 20 pence. How bad is it got at the Stadium of Light when you've got to put up the prices for your good paying loyal customers, Sunderland football fans, loyal paying customers, sitting there watching that shite week in, week out, getting absolutely pissed on, stewards complaining left, right and centre. I've seen 2 blokes arguing with another steward today. I don't know what it was. But you put the price of the hot chocolate up by 20 pence. On a cold, in the middle of winter. Let's nail the Sunderland fans. Let's put the price up by 20 pence. Let's make them pay some money, extra money for hot chocolate. £2.50, I think I'm led to believe it is. I don't know myself. There's a good friend of mine said he always gets one. Went from £2.30 to £2.50. Ripping off the good paying customers. Get your prices down at the Stadium Light. Stuart Donald, never mind putting prices up at the Stadium Light. You should be reducing them. We're paying hard-earned cash week in, week out. 29,000 fans there today. Where would you get that? Anywhere else? Oxford? No. Where other places you've been? Eastleigh? No. But at Sunderland Football Club, 29,000 people going to watch that shower of shite. And in the shower, it was shite. But you're putting up prices in the Stadium of Light, extortion, ripping off paying customers. How am I? It's hot chocolate, man. I know how much hot chocolate costs. Because when I do my job, I used to purchase 15 or 20, cartons of hot chocolate, and it's nowhere near £2.50. You'd make a profit if you probably sell it for about 80 pence. So I know what it costs. I know how much it costs. Stop ripping off the Sunderland fans. Reduce your price of the hot chocolate. Yes, and on a serious note, even though that wasn't serious enough as it is, I'm down to have a drink. Let's get some light on the Sol. Because at the moment, the Sol, the light's starting to go out of the Stadium of Light. But let's get onto a nice bright note. Let's get the bright light onto the bright subject. Well done, Benji Kimpioka. Came on today and he scored his first ever league goal for Sunderland Football Club. Well done, Benji. But let's face it, in the first half, it was a rubbish match. We we did seem to control midfield quite well. But we're really slow going forward. You've got likes of, your Max Powers, your Dobsons, and you've got your Leadbitters and your Maguires. They're not fast. They're nowhere near fast. Even McGeady's not fast, and Hume's not fast. There's nobody's fast on the pitch, and Coventry really soaked up the pressure. And the 1 or 2 chances that we did have, we squandered them badly. Like 2 players, was it Powell and Will Grigg, collided in the box? How was that even happening? And we didn't really have much else, to be honest. And then their goal. I mean, we got poor Willis on taking injections in his knee. So poor Willis is getting injections in his knee and he's having to play. Willis is getting injections in his back and he's having to play. Dobson's been having a bad time of it and he's having to play. Our squad is thin, very thin. So we knew Willis was struggling. He was hobbling around in the second half, So, I mean, but go back to their goal. I don't know who gave the ball away. We give the ball away a few times in our half, and we're giving Coventry chance after chance after chance, and then we're coming forward, and it was a one-on-one with our goalkeeper. But Burge came out, did really well, and the ball went out for a corner. Corner came across, and it was like heady tennis. They had 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads, and the final header went in the back of the net. And Coventry probably deserved, to be in front, because they were quicker on the counter-attack, and I watched their midfield passing the ball forward, and it was lovely. It was nice and smooth, one-touch football. It was one point where the ball came in from Sunderland's right, no, Coventry's right. He passed the ball into the touchline, and their midfielder just knew where the attacker was, straight over top of our defence, and their player was clean through, and he squandered his chance. But when the second half came out, I thought, yes, here we go. We are now going to be the team in the second half to take it to Coventry and come out instead of sitting back, take it to the other team. But what happened? Coventry came out and took it to Sunderland. And I thought at one point, were we 1-0 up? Did I miss something? Were we actually 1 goal up? Because we were kind of like getting bombarded and sitting back for the first 15 minutes. And Willis was absolutely struggling. He got nailed a couple of times by the Coventry players and he was struggling and he had to go off. And Tom Flanagan came on. And Max Powell went off and Watmore came on. And doesn't Watmore make a massive amount of difference in our side? Bit of pace, bit of direct football. Coventry players were absolutely shitting themselves. And Watmore did really well. Absolutely, for the time he was on, was it 20-25 minutes? He had a really good game. He did really well coming down our right. And we had them in loads of trouble. But we haven't got a striker up front. But then Benji came on for Will Grigg, and Benji did, in 10 minutes, what Will Grigg hasn't been able to do all season, apart from the one tap-in he had against Tranmere. And that was to score a goal. Well done, Benji. I'm over the moon for him. Please just scored his goal. I don't know about his contract situation. I've lost track of that. If he signed his contract, well done. If he hasn't, get signed on the dotted line, Benji. We need you at this club. We need a striker. And you could be the boy to fit in. And, because McNulty's always injured. And Will Grigg, like I said before, the fire has gone out. I've lost patience. And Will Grigg at this moment in time just looks really slow, lethargic. And there's just nothing there at all for Will Grigg. It's like we're playing with 10 men. But, like I said before, light at the end of the tunnel. We've come out with a draw. But how low can we go? Like the song says, how low can you go? How low can you go? We're in 10th place now. We're in 10th place in League One. Way! 10th place. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If me dear hadn't been this bad already, I might start crying, but I'm not going to because it's been a shit day. It's been a shite day. And that Benji goal did really cheer me up towards the end. If I'd come out of the Stadium of Light with a defeat against Coventry, I'd have been absolutely gutted. And people are already calling for Phil Parkinson's head. But I really don't know what else to say about this match apart from it was probably one of the worst performances that I've ever seen from a Sunderland Football Club in the final third. I thought the defending wasn't too bad. I thought Burge wasn't too bad. I thought the midfield was slow, lethargic. But again, it wasn't too bad. But we have nothing up front. And Coventry defenders were just laughing. They got the drinks out of the Sol. They bought a pack of the drink on the Sol. I seen them. A couple of defenders having a couple of bottles of Sol, laughing. Hey, pissing down at the Sol. Nice wet drink. Where's Will Grigg? Oh, he's in my back pocket. But now we move on to Burton. I'm not going to slag off the players. You know, I'm not going to get on about Parkinson and about Donald. I'm more upset with the 10, 20 pence on the hot chocolate, but because we got a draw. But now we move to Burton. So can we take the positives from the last 15, 20 minutes from this match and take it to Burton at home? And what can Phil Parkinson learn? Is he going to start Benji and drop Will Grigg? Has he got the balls? Has he got the bottle to do that at the soul? Drop Will Grigg and bring in Benji to start. And what about Watmore? He was dropped because maybe he had a bit of a tough match during the week against Gillingham and he is injury prone, but he looked really fresh, sharp, fit and on fire tonight. There's more fire in Watmore than there was Will Grigg. So I want Parkinson, for me personally, start Watmore and start Benji. What else have we got to lose the way we play at this moment in time? It's been one of the worst months of the last 6 weeks. It's been terrible for Sunderland Football Club on the pitch. All these cup matches have been awful. But now let's get back going. We need to start winning matches. So we need to do something different. And what we did today doesn't work. It works to a certain extent, but when you get the final third, there's nothing. It's powder puff. So let's move on to Burton. I know some people I've got there have got a 1-1 draw. You know, well done on the 1-1 draws for you predictions there. I'll do a match preview on Monday for the next one. So I'm going to go now and change my clothes. I've changed my hat. My hat was absolutely soaking. I still got the old wet jumper on and wet trousers on. I'm like this. I just, and it's still raining out there. Hear it out there on the loft window. Yes, because I'm still in my mother's loft. And we'll catch you next time. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Okay. Oh, Chinese. Me day's finally looking up.